How the hell do I start this video? Let's see.
Not a long subject today?
No, not this time. How was yours and Whitey's kitchen adventure?
How was it? We got slapped by a space squid. I don't fucking know what it was, but it came in, gripped around us, and threw us around like a damn bag of popcorn at a shit film.
Wait, what? You got attacked by a what?
Is that what broke into my room? I thought my ex was breaking into my room and trying to force me again.
Whoa, let's not get into that sort of subject. Honestly, that's a bit dark for me.
Legal system is in your time, don't call it what it is, because I'm a dude.
Yeah, let's not talk about the fucked up legal system of my time. I hope that law changes long before your time, but we'll see. Anywho, changing back to the subject at hand, there's a space squid in the ship. Dean Steeler, explain.
Why do you think I know? I might look like a floating space squid with a cancerous tumor for a head, but I'm not a floating space squid with a cancerous tumor for a head. I'm a normal floating cancer tumor.
Do we need to get that checked out?
No, I'm fine. I've had this for the past 39 years.
That's very concerning, but what should we do about this squid? Most likely it's going through the air filtration system. The only two options I can think of would be to either smoke it out or gas it out. Both could lead to our own deaths, though.
Yeah, I've got my soldiers standing at every entry point the thing could have. Standing with flamers and incendiaries. It's the best I can figure out, honestly.
That explains the dudes at every event I've been seeing. Made friends with a heavy intercessor you put in my room. Nice salamander. Kinda stupid, but still smarter than an average human. Just an idiot compared to most space marines.
Azer? Yeah, he tends to get mad every time there's a civilian casualty.
Understandable, but let's talk about the subject of this video. I want to talk about why I love RPGs. In order to talk about this subject, though, I need to talk about myself a little bit. Personal history, physical attributes, and the such. So, if you're not interested in that, I'll be honest, I understand. It's a rant, really. So, who am I? I'm David. As I've said many times before, I'm 5'4", born in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, raised, God, everywhere, but by people from Jackson, Mississippi. I am short as sin. I weigh less than 100 pounds, and I'll admit, I'm very deformed. Bones can shatter if you look at me wrong. I've literally broken my legs and feet while walking up hills, or once at Disney World. That was a rather funny situation, though. Now, with all that in mind, what does any of that have to do with why I like RPGs, both tabletop and true video game RPGs? I say true because there's essentially two different kinds of RPGs. One where you're playing a role in a game and just fill in healer, tank, or DPS, or one where you play the role of a character and act. The latter I call a true RPG. In my opinion, they are. I say all that shit before, which weirdly enough isn't everything that involves this subject, because I can't be what I wanted to be growing up. I tried joining literally every branch of the military and was told, David, you're diabetic, deformed, underweight, made of glass. No! And RPGs let me be that. I can be a hero, I can be a monster, I can be a survivor. If the world were to go into an apocalypse, I'd be dead in probably less than a week, I'll admit that. So, I like to make a character that can do what I can't. Hell, if you've been around for a while, I made a video of my first character and first session, Werbera. I made Werbera to be a defender by his nature. I made him to say, hurt me so my allies don't need to hurt. I wrote him to have a mind of honor, death before dishonor. He used shields as both armor and weapons. Now, he'd taunt enemies to get them to hate him, and to focus on him specifically. He'd go into defensive positions in order to keep enemies from actually hitting him. I made Warbera to be tough, physically, emotionally, and a silly little guy all around. He came from a family that loved him very much, but was in horrible debt, so he went into adventuring to try and get money to pay off his parents' debts. I could never hope to do this. One reason is because my family never has debts, despite my diabetes for over 21 years. But another reason, as I pointed out, is that I have glass bones. You punch me in the chest, you'd likely cause my heart to explode. But I also like evil guys. One of my favorite characters I've written is Inek Vanders, the Skillymancer. Someone who believes themselves to be better than even the deities who created him. I couldn't be like that. One, I'm hyper-religious and was raised in a death before dishonor sort of family. There's a reason I hate the Fez, they've dishonored me a lot. I am also a writer by my very nature. I grew up telling stories to my sisters. I wrote a shitty book when I was in high school that I regret. Now I own a company that writes tabletop RPGs, which allows us to write stories. The story writing is usually my job with each TTRPG we make. I've written a short little story for Saloon, and I should write a short game for TuneIn, simply because we're debating on making a physical copy of the game. I'll have to talk with my partners about it and my illustrator, as she'll need to do more work if we go this route. But I like telling stories. I like writing. It's the major reason why I admit I am a game master by my very nature. I love telling stories. Hell, I was just debating on starting another tabletop game with y'all. I think I found a game that y'all may like. Might be a bit ironic though.
Oh, I'm curious about that. What is it?
Actually, it's Shadowrun, 5th edition, not 6th. We don't talk about 6th.
Oh, thank the Emperor. I was worried when I saw you looking at the 6th World Book.
Yeah, honestly, I understand. I'd be worried too. 6th edition is pretty shit, but I'm still trying to learn it so I can give a better review than what I did some, year and change ago? But now I'm trying to teach myself Age of Sigmar, so shove off.